Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. This is day 26 of 30 days of lockdown yoga. And today we have a rise and shine yoga flow. So this is going to be the perfect class to do first thing on a morning because we're going to ease ourselves in gently with a nice little warm up, getting the energy flowing, and then we'll get into a little bit more of a flow. Nothing crazy, it's going to leave you feeling stretched, refreshed, and ready to take on the day. So grab your mat and we will go and get started. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe to stay updated. I'm posting out a new video every day for these 30 days at 6 a.m. and leave me a comment below because that helps my channel out a lot. Thank you guys. Okay my lovelies, we are going to start in a comfortable cross-legged position. You can always sit onto a cushion or onto a block if that makes it a little easier for you. Let your hands rest onto the tops of the knees. Just close into the eyes and take a moment here just to connect to your breath. Not changing it in any way, just observing the natural flow, the inhale and the exhale. And before you send your energy into the external world towards people, places, things, situations, just set an intention for this practice to keep all of that awareness on the body and on the breath, because where our awareness goes, our energy flows. So keep that energy within the body and we'll move it round, clearing out any blockages, any stagnant energies. And slowly from here, we're going to interlace the fingers together and just take the hands and rest them onto the back of the head. As you exhale, chin tucks into the chest and the elbows point down. Let the arms be heavy. Let the face relax. And if you wish, find some gentle movement here. So just start to turn the chin from left to right. Just find one more stretch each side. And then keeping the hands on the head, inhale as you roll up through the spine, pressing the head into the hands as you send your elbows back behind you. Drawing in a nice long inhale, and as you exhale, lean in towards the right side. To find a nice side stretch all the way through the left. Inhale brings you back to center. And exhale, lean into the left. Inhale brings you back to center. This time we're going to try and create some circles. So as you exhale, lean into the side, and then slowly circle round. Inhale opens you up to the opposite side and presses the head back into the hands. So you can close the eyes here, really feel into the body as you create these circles. Not worrying about how it looks, focus on how it feels in the upper body. Make these as slow or as fast as you wish. Find one more. You should feel good first thing on the morning. I feel good now. It's the middle of the afternoon for me. We're switching sides. You can make these circles as big or as small as you wish. Pause anywhere you want to find the extra stretch. Find one more before we go too dizzy. and relax. Just give the head, the neck, the little shake from side to side. And from here, we're gonna roll all the way forward into our child's pose. And in this child's pose, we want to stay nice and active through the arms. So keep your elbows lifted, hips sinking down to the heels. 3 deep breaths here. And then slowly draw forward on your next inhale. Bringing you into tabletop. We're going to warm up into the hips. Bending into the right knee will already be bent, but sending the right foot up towards the ceiling. Staying strong through the core, so keep the core braced. And we're going to circle the right knee all the way up and around. And again, you can make these circles as big or as small, as fast or as slow as you wish. But try and move with the breath. Find one more in this direction. And then reverse it, so draw the knee up and around. Find one more. And then step that right foot outside of the hand. So you're in your lizard pose. We're going to stay on fingertips, or hands can come to the blocks. Press the hips forward as you lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, slowly draw back, extending into the right hamstring. See if you can pull those right toes towards you. And we're going to keep this going, gently warming up into the back of the leg and the front of the hip. Inhale, lizard. And exhale, half splits. As you draw back, make sure your left hip is pulling forward and the right hip is pulling back. Inhale to lizard. I'm going to hold this one. Exhale, draw back. So either you stay here, chest open, toes drawing in if this is enough stretch. A little bend into the elbows, folding to the inside of the right leg. Let that stretch deepen. Slowly on your inhale, come back into lizard. This time, hands are flat to the mat. We're going to move deeper into the front of the hip. So as you exhale, left hip drops down, look over the right shoulder. And you can let that right knee start to drop out to the side. Pausing here for a few breaths. With each exhale, maybe deepening that twist or letting your right knee drop a little further away. And left hip a little closer down to the mat. And slowly coming back to center. Draw your right leg back and give it a little shake out. And we switch sides. Left foot up towards the ceiling, open up into that left hip joint. Create those big circles, pretending you've got a pen on the end of the knee. You've got to draw that perfect circle. Find one more in this direction before we reverse it. The knee draws up and out, circling in the opposite direction. Find one more. Left foot outside of the left hand. We're back in our lizard, so lift onto the fingertips or bring your hands to blocks. Hips press forward as the chest lifts, inhale. Exhale, slowly draw the hips back, pull those left toes towards you. This time, right hip draws forward as the left hip draws back. Inhale to lizard. Exhale, half splits, variation. Inhale, lizard. Exhale, half splits. We're going to hold on our next one. Inhale, lizard. Exhale, draw back and hold. Keep those left toes pulling in towards you. If you can, little bend into the elbows. Let yourself fall to the inside of that left leg. Crown of the head dropping down. Slowly bending into the left knee, moving that stretch into the front of the hip. So we're flat onto the hands, right hip drops down as we look over our left shoulder. Finding that twist, allowing that left knee, if it wishes, to drop to the side. Just pausing here for 3 breaths, maybe deepening that stretch as you exhale out. Slowly coming back to center, drawing your left leg back, shake it out. Giving the legs a little rest, we're going to keep our hips stacked over the knees. Slide the hands forward and just take a few breaths in your puppy pose, opening into the upper body. So you have your option to stay central and nice and still, or we're going to take it into a little side stretch here. The hands just walk round to the right side. They might come off the mat. And gently press your weight down through that left side. Your forehead can rest. Gently switching sides. Pressing down through the right side of the body. Gently bring the hands back to center and start to walk the hands in as you sit down to your heels. Separate them if you're struggling to bring your forehead down, wide in the stance. Or if you can, forehead comes down, arms rest either side of the body. Take some deep abdominal breaths here, or maybe bring a little rock in from side to side. And slowly from here, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes underneath. We're going to roll up into our ragdoll at the end of the mat. Hopefully a little warmed up into the hamstrings. Hopefully they're not feeling too tight. And we're just going to fall forward. You can let your arms hang loose, or you can find your elbows. Taking nice deep breaths here. Releasing any stress, any tension from the upper body. If you want a little bit more this morning, start to bring those bends into the knees one at a time. Slowly from here, hands coming down, so you might have to bend quite deep into the knees. We're going to walk out into our high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And just take a couple of breaths in your down dog. Hopefully feeling a little more warmed up here. We've opened up the shoulders, the hips, and into the backs of the legs. So we're going to start to bring in a little bit more of a flow. On your next inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, open up the hips, dropping your right heel down towards your left glute. Slow and with control, right foot outside of the right hand. We're in lizard pose, but that back knee is lifted. On an inhale, right arm lifts, opening up towards your right leg, gazing up towards the right thumb. Stay nice and strong through that left quad, chest is spinning open. Exhale, right hand comes down, stepping back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack and open the hips, left heel, right glute. Left foot outside of the left hand. Back knee staying lifted as we inhale, left arm lifts, spinning open the chest, gazing up towards that left thumb. Left hand down, exhale, stepping back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple more deep breaths in your down dog. And send the gaze towards the hands. Right foot steps forward as the left heel turns in. Cartwheel your arms all the way up and round, warrior two on our right leg. Sink that back hip down and forward, reach energy through the tips of the fingers. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Of your choice, with or without the bind. Maybe half bind. Maybe you can find your full bind this morning. I'm going to hold here, keeping that breath flowing. Gently release that bind, right hand down, left arm lifts. Press strong for that right foot as you inhale, warrior two. Straightening out the front leg, draw the hips behind you as you reach forward. Exhale, finding triangle pose, back of the right hand, inside of the right leg. Keep the core nice and strong, see if you can look up towards that left thumb. Keep that core engaged, bend the front knee, inhale, draw all the way up, warrior two, and then straighten out the front legs again. This time hips push forwards as you flip your front palm and you reverse your triangle. So it's a reverse warrior, but we have straight legs. And we should be feeling a stretch into the inside of our left hip. And of course through the side of the body. Bending into the front knee, back into warrior two. From here, floating forward if you can, pushing off your left foot, we're going to find half moon. So, embrace all of the wobbles here, as I always say. We want our right hand to be in line with the right foot. Shoulders stacked, hips are stacked. If you're in half moon, play around with a variation of reaching back for your left foot. Keeping that gaze fixed, that one spot to help you with your balance. See if you can hold here, 3 more breaths. Slowly releasing. We're going to step back into warrior two. nice and gracefully. And then on your exhale, cartwheel your hands around your right foot. Left hand stays down as you spin onto your left toes. Inhale, right arm lifts back towards our right leg. From here, see if you can spin the feet. So we're going to turn the right toes to the edge of the mat and spin to the outer edge of our left foot. This is going to give us a nice glute stretch. If this is too hard, you bring your right foot a little further down the mat. Our exhale is going to lower us down so our hips hover. On our inhale, it's going to lift us all the way up. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Last one, exhale. Inhale, lift, making sure your right shoulder is drawing back and your chest is open. Slowly from here, spin to face forwards. We're lowering all the way down to that left knee. Release the top of the foot, palms together overhead. Inhale, lift up and out of the hip crease, gazing up towards the thumbs. Hands down, exhale. Back toes tucked underneath. Knee lifts. Stepping back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing just for a few breaths before we switch sides. Sending the gaze forward, left foot between the hands as the right heel turns in. Inhale, cartwheel all the way up and round, warrior 2 on our left side. Back hip drops down and forwards. We reach through the fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale. Takes us down, extended side angle. Whichever variation you found on that right side. Well done, gently releasing that bind, left hand down, right arm lift. Press through that left foot, inhale, warrior 2. This time, straighten out the front leg. Draw the hips behind you, reach forward. Exhale to triangle. Core nice and strong, see if you can look up towards the thumb. Keep that core tensed as you inhale, draw back up, warrior 2. This time we straighten out the legs again, we shift the hips forward, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse your triangle. Switch that core on again, let it draw you back up on your inhale, warrior 2. Floating forward, if you can, pushing off your right foot, finding half moon. Very close to headbutting myself then. So take your time to come into it. Left hand is in line with the left foot. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. If you're quite comfortable in your half moon, play around with reaching back for your right foot. Maybe you can extend it up towards the ceiling or take it behind you. Just take this pose wherever you wish. See if you can step back with control, back to your warrior 2. Good, that control bit is always a challenge. As we exhale, hands cartwheel around our left foot. Turn onto the right toes. Inhale, open up towards the left leg. From here, we spin the feet, so we turn onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left toes turn to face the edge of the mat. We lower down, exhale. Inhale, lifts us up. 2 more, exhale, lower down, trying not to rest. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift and hold. Draw that left shoulder back, making sure you're opening up the chest. Slowly bring the hands around the left foot, lower to the right knee. Press the palms together, inhale, lift up and out of the hip crease, gazing up towards the thumbs. Hands down, exhale. Back toes tuck underneath, knee lifts. Step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Drop the knees down. Widen them to the edge of the mat. We're going to finish in our child's pose, taking some nice deep abdominal breaths. Maybe a big sigh out through the mouth. Just completely surrendering your body into this final pose. See if just for our last few moments here you can stay connected to your breath, letting your body download all of the wonderful benefits from this practice. Slowly start to walk the hands in. As you draw the legs together, hands to the heart center. Take a moment to just thank yourself. Send yourself gratitude for taking this time out of your morning, devoting it to both the body and the mind. Set an intention to take this yoga energy with you, this presence, this awareness, off your mat and into your day. We'll just bow the head to the heart. Namaste.